Hey beautiful people, David Essery here. As many of you will probably already know, I've been working a lot with Archangel Azrael recently for my upcoming workshop with her. And I received a message the other day that came through with the most incredible energy from her. And I wanted to share that with you today. So, without further ado, let's dive straight into it, shall we? This is what she had to say. Dearest children of the light, I come to you today as the angel of rebirth. The shroud of darkness that has so long held the people of Earth captive is becoming thinner by the day. It will not be long before the proverbial bubble bursts. When this happens, the light of the mighty God above shall wash through the planet like never before, bringing illumination to the darkest corners and bathing the incarnated ones in that pure unconditional love given freely with grace. This is not a moment to be feared, for it shall not happen with a bang, but be met with a huh, as is common in the modern vernacular. Not one of destruction, but instead a moment of clarity, followed by a pause, and then Mother Earth shall breathe one mighty breath, and in her exhale wash away all that was, making the ground fertile once again, a fertility that shall lead to the inevitable rebirth for the planet and its people. In this new world, wisdom shall be sought, for the people shall recognize the need for a new way of being. This is where you shall stand, my enlightened one. You have been training for this since the great cosmic moment, whether you believe you are ready or not. But you too, my beloved, are ready to take that one final breath before the great release. Now is the line of change, to step into the Most High and put to work that most beloved heart that you have been exercising all this time. Do not fear, for you do not stand alone. I stand by your side. Your brothers and sisters link arms with you in unity. And the full force of the angelic host is prepared and merely awaits your command. Call to them. Call to me. Call to your brothers and sisters. United are we, and together a great victory awaits. Yours in loving service, Archangel Azrael. Thank you, Azrael, for that beautiful message. Really interesting, really fired up, really positive. And it echoes some things I've been feeling for quite a long time. I've often, felt that we were approaching this time of change where we were all kind of going to be put into a position to stand up, because people are going to be looking for a higher wisdom, for guidance, for support in a world that's not quite what they thought it once was, as many of us have done in our own wake-up process. We've been seeking out our teachers or practitioners or whoever it is that helped us along our other path. Lots of people will be looking for that too. And that, of course, is where you guys come in. This is what we've been training for, as you said, from the great cosmic moment, of course, in December 2012, when the Ascension process began and life on Earth changed forever. We've been training for this for so long, to be prepared for this, so that we are in a position, whether that's kind of consciously getting up and standing and talking to people, whether that's just, maybe someone in your family goes, oh, you're into meditation, aren't you? Tell me about it. Or someone standing in the queue at the bank, or whatever it is. Just to be able to be in support of those around them that are waking up and trying to find their feet in a new world. Also, she kind of echoes this idea that, again, I've been thinking this for a long time. I know Tim Wilder's spoken about this a lot as well, that, it's hard to imagine how the world is going to change so rapidly without basically tearing everything down and rebuilding from scratch. But I've never felt that this was going to be the case, and that basically change was going to happen from within. And this is exactly kind of what she's saying there. It's not going to happen with a bang. It's going to happen with a moment of clarity where people will just kind of wake up and go, oh, okay, so that's what it is, then that's true, is it? Okay, well, let's start changing things then. And then the people that are already in positions of power, it's hard to imagine when you look at the world, but there are already lots of people in positions of power in governments, in big corporations, in the healthcare industry, and all of these places that have woken up, but they're not currently in an environment where they're able to really kind of step forward and bring change. But they are there, and when this shift happens, when the bubble bursts, as Azrael says, they're going to be in place and ready to do this. Again, Tim Wilde said this ages ago, the hearts of pretty much everyone on the planet is now awake. I've seen this as well, like in the Lionsgate workshops and the solstices, there's these massive wake-ups happening. Last year we had angels and unicorns step in and touch the hearts of pretty much every single person on the planet because they were ready to receive it. Their highest selves had consciously accepted it, whether their actual kind of physical persona down here was aware of it or anything or not, but their hearts have expanded, they have opened up. It's kind of like being primed and ready for a great change. And this is, of course, what she's talking about, that it's coming. The veil is getting thinner every day and it's on its way. If I had to guess, and because something major always happens every year, I would say June solstice is probably going to be the time where we really start seeing that. But of course, as we know from the message that I received from Melchizedek earlier in the month, April is the time of change. This is what Azrael is talking about as well. Melchizedek said to expect the unexpected. I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing some really interesting things already. Patterns within myself that I had no idea were there, but like the underlying fundamentals of problems that I've had or paths that I've gone down, and all of a sudden they're there in front of me and I'm like, oh wow, this is okay. So I subconsciously think that, do I want to let that go? And of course I've been working with Azrael to help me do that. I've been calling her in quite a lot actually, because it is the energy of this month, this incredible eclipses that we've had. We are still technically within the eclipse season whilst the energy's settled down. It is a moment of great transformation. And this is, in preparation as we move towards that solstice. Of course, the Soul Reclamation Pathway workshop series that Tim and I have been running has all been about calling in this higher version of ourselves and getting ourselves ready because the shift is coming. And we're going to need to step into those roles like Azrael was talking about. And I knew when we got the information about that workshop series that it had to be done ahead of the June solstice. That's why we're finishing it on May 5th. It's the third part of the series to give us integration time before that solstice, because change is coming. It's a really, really exciting time to be here, and I can't wait to see what happens with this solstice. I always look forward to the solstices. Although the build up to it can be a bit manic energy wise, amazing stuff always happens. We always take a big leap forward and it's so exciting. And the energy of Azrael with this was so beautiful, so excited, effervescent, just absolutely lovely. And I really, really wanted to share that message with you. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Of course, as I said at the beginning, I am working with Azrael with a workshop this month on the 25th of April, called The Great Release with Archangel Azrael. And the purpose of this workshop, Azrael is going to be taking us on a journey of self-discovery. We're in this incredible window of energy, an amazing opportunity for a release and to step forward. And she's going to guide us to help us find those things that are holding us back, that are preventing us from stepping into that highest version of ourselves. And then she's going to assist us in releasing those so that ultimately we can step into that highest place ready and prepared for what's to come. It's going to be a really beautiful experience. The energy that I've been working with Azrael on this so far has been incredible. I know it's going to be an amazing night, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. So if you feel like joining me for that, I'll pop all the details in the description down below. As I say, that's on April 25th. I will be back again very soon. I've got some exciting announcements coming up, so do stay tuned for those. And if you liked this video, please do like and subscribe. I regularly share channeled messages, meditations, and talk about spirituality in general. And I'd love to have you here as part of our small community. Thank you so much again for watching, and sending you all so much love. I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.